Okay, so we're here at AWSI with Oscar.
Haha, yeah, awesome to be here. Thanks for coming by.
What have you got here? This is something new.
Something new, the new Armstrong downwind board. To be honest, I don't even think it has a name yet. This one particular is a 511 by 19.25 inches, so narrow. I came off a 22 wide board, and to be honest, this was nerve-wracking for me to get on it for the first time, but probably 3 strokes in, it was no different. I'm surprised how stable it is. I mean, that for me was the biggest worry. I think we're all going narrower and narrower. It's easy to catch the bumps, so I was nervous, but this has been, it's been a big learning curve.
So flip it over and show us the other side there. What's the... Oh yeah, we can see.
Yeah, it's a beautiful board. Really tight through the nose, widest point sort of around here, so I think it follows in the line of those sort of OC, or the open sort of ocean kayaks, so we're all moving in that direction, really tight and narrow, just harnesses all, the paddle power gets speed up quick so you can get on foil and just catches the smallest amount of energy. So, I mean, with this board now, I just find myself at least sizing down 1 or 2 wings. It's quite incredible, so. And just well balanced. I think the other issue with a lot of the boards is foil position, or where the mast can be. So with those longer boxes, it just gives you so much play, and for me, bang on.
So where were you riding here?
So we've done a couple runs, a few longer runs from way up at Viento back to the event site here, or doing heaps of little runs at Tunnel 4 back to the hatchery. And we've been, my go-to now, even when it's small, has been the 925 with this board, which for me, that was only a wing I could paddle up when it was absolutely nuking. So to be on this now and riding the smaller HA wings, you can draw a surfier line. It doesn't feel like you're riding these big wings that just are controlling you. You can ride small wings and really surf your way downwind rather than just kind of glide and cruise. So it's been unreal. So,
and the feeling on freshwater versus we normally see you out in the salty water.
First time I jumped in the water, I pretty much sunk. I couldn't believe how much less float there is in the water. I think paddling up, whether or not, I think it's difficult to say. You've got current working against you here, against the wind, so the waves really stand up. So I think you end up with a lot more lift, if there wasn't any current. So maybe it's comparable to the salt water, but you definitely notice it when you're in the water. You definitely sink. So.
Great. And what innovations are you seeing around the event here? We've got a lot of brands. We've got a lot going on.
A lot going on. I think there's definitely a big movement with the high aspects. Everyone's trying to increase the top end speed of those high aspects. I think we spent time kind of, getting up to that sort of 10 aspect ratio, and some of them were, we kind of needed them to be a bit more easy to ride. They couldn't be, crazy high stall speeds and all that. But I think everyone's now kind of taken the time to learn and adapt to high aspects, and now it's that, let's push it to the next level. How fast can we go, especially with downwinding? I mean, ultimately, it has its place here, somewhere like this, but also the oceans where everyone's really wanting to go with it. And I think to be able to ride those ocean swells, you need a fast wing. And so that's where, for me, I think the Armstrong high aspects have always had that high top end and have been such a great platform for downwinding, but it's really hard to paddle up. And I think it's probably the foils were there, but the boards weren't. And I think now with guys like Dave Kalama pushing the sort of Barracudas, things like that, everyone's adopting that sort of narrow, longer sort of style board. And so now with these boards, we're able to paddle up those wings, and that's making downwinding a whole different sport. It's not just get a little boost and peel off, onto another wind bump. It's drop in and ride swell lines the whole way, which is, it's unreal.
Fantastic. Look forward to seeing more of your videos.
Yeah.